Good evening. You're watching Express News. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. Let's scan through the stories. India's Ministry of Information Broadcasting hosted a special session in New Delhi in the run-up to the World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit WAVES 2025. An MOU was signed between Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and the Government of Maharashtra. The agreement stands on sharing the global media dialogue that will be held in the first edition of the WAVES Summit. Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwani Vaishnav said India is witnessing major transformation in the sector with usage of technology in a dynamic way, and added that $1 billion fund will be generated for a creator economy. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar also addressed the event, elaborated on what WAVES truly represents. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said the city of Mumbai is perfect place to host the summit, and added the summit will boost economy of the region as well. Secretary of Information and Broadcasting Sanjay Jaju highlighted various initiatives that will be held under the WAVES Summit, and added that WAVES Bazaar will provide a marketplace for business partnership and content acquisition. India's Home Minister Amit Shah virtually inaugurated and laid foundation stones for various developmental projects being carried out by Railways and Gujarat government. India's Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal delivered the keynote address at the RISE Conference 2025, urged the creative industry to take India's story to the world. The Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO successfully completed undocking of SpaceX satellites. Taking to its social media account on X, the organisation also revealed the key sequence of events. Indian Minister of Science and Tech, Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh congratulated ISRO for the achievement. The minister said Prime Minister Narendra Modi's continuous patronage keeps the spirits soaring. India's bullet train project continues to make steady progress. The first high-speed rail line in India, once completed, will significantly reduce the travel time, providing a modern, efficient and sustainable mode of transportation. The India-Bangladesh naval exercise Bongo Sagar 2025 and a coordinated patrol was conducted in Bay of Bengal this week. The exercise enhanced interoperability between the two navies, facilitating collaborative responses to shared maritime security challenges. Indian Navy's motor car rally on Thursday reached INS Adyar in Chennai. The expedition was flagged off from INS Netaji in Kolkata on 3rd March. Will conclude after travelling to Kanyakumari and back to Chennai on 21st March. In the run-up to the International Yoga Day 2025, Ministry of Ayush and Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga inaugurated the 11th edition of Yoga Mahotsav 2025. India's Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Pratap Rao Jadhav, recalled the untiring efforts and initiatives of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in making International Yoga Day a global phenomenon. Indian Army, Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF conducted a joint search operation in Bandipora, arresting 2 suspects. Weapons and ammunition, including a pistol, grenades and AK magazine, were recovered. Prasar Bharati shared audiovisuals for broadcast and dissemination has completed its 1 year on Thursday. Prasar Bharati announced that the free access to Shabd will remain free till March 2026. PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, the world's largest domestic rooftop solar initiative, has achieved a historic milestone with 10 lakh homes now solar-powered. The initiative aims to provide free electricity to households by facilitating the installation of rooftop solar panels. India has gifted 50,000 ampoules of furosemide injection to help address an immediate shortage in Sri Lankan hospitals. The vibrant Indian Festival of Colours, Holi, was celebrated with grandeur at National Media Centre in New Delhi. The event was hosted by Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwani Vaishnav. Indian equity indices ended on a negative note with Nifty below 22,400 on Thursday. At close, the Sensex was down 201 points and the Nifty was down 73 points. Indian rupee ended 21 paise higher at 87 per dollar on Thursday. Gold futures maturing on April 4th were priced at 86,844 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for May 5th maturity stood at 99,250 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. India's western state of Goa launched new initiatives worth over 4,100 crore rupees in MSME loans and 300 crore rupees under CMRY to boost entrepreneurship, including financial aid and training programs in the state. Global crude oil prices edged down on Thursday after a surge in previous session on a larger than expected draw in US gasoline stocks. US stock index futures wavered on Thursday as investors grew anxious over a potential partial government shutdown and heightened uncertainty stemming from US erratic tariff policies. SpaceX postponed the launch of a replacement crew to the International Space Station, delaying the return of US astronauts Butch Wilmer and Sunita Williams. The launch was called off due to a hydraulic issue with the Falcon 9 rocket's ground support clamped arm. NASA announced that the next available launch opportunity is Thursday evening. European shares edged up on Thursday, supported by a rise in healthcare stocks. US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is in Moscow for talks on a possible ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine as Washington seeks to present its plan for a 30-day ceasefire. US President Donald Trump has expressed optimism that US negotiators could secure ceasefire in the Ukraine conflict. Russian President Vladimir Putin visited the western Russian region of Kursk for the first time since Ukrainian forces seized some territory in the region. Russia has claimed to have made significant new advances against Ukrainian forces in Kursk. The Russian army had taken control of 5 settlements in Kursk and 2 settlements in Donetsk region over the past day. Members of French National Assembly adopted a resolution on strengthening support for Ukraine, including a call to seize frozen Russian assets, which the government opposes. On the sidelines of the G7 foreign ministers meet in Canada to address the Russia-Ukraine war, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Thursday met with Canadian Foreign Minister. Meanwhile, Mark Carney will be sworn in as Canada's 24th Prime Minister on Friday morning. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will submit his resignation prior to his successor assuming charge. President Trump on Thursday threatened to put a 200% tariff on all alcoholic products coming out of the European Union countries. US President Trump hosted Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin on Wednesday. Both the leaders participated in the traditional shamrock presentation at an early St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Irish Prime Minister Martin praised Trump's active efforts towards achieving peace in Ukraine and the West Asia and said the aid is also needed to be surged into Gaza. In a meeting with Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin, Trump vowed to respond to the European Union's threat to impose counter tariffs on 26 billion euros worth of US goods from next month after Trump implemented blanket tariffs on steel and aluminium imports. In response to US tariffs on steel and aluminium, the European Union said it will impose counter tariffs on 26 billion euros worth of American goods from next month. Incoming Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, visited a steel plant in Hamilton, Ontario on Wednesday and said Canada has also announced 29.8 billion Canadian dollars in retaliatory tariffs on the US effective Thursday. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said her country will not immediately retaliate against steel and aluminium tariffs imposed by Trump, adding she will be waiting until April 12th. Replying to a question in the White House, US President Donald Trump said on Wednesday that nobody is expelling any Palestinians from Gaza. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei on Wednesday rejected holding negotiations with the United States over a nuclear deal. The Trump administration is poised to eliminate environmental justice offices which address pollution in low-income and minority communities. At least 25 bodies were recovered after a train hijack in Pakistan's Balochistan province. Separatist militants bombed a railway track and stormed the train with 450 passengers. Security forces killed 33 attackers, rescued over 340 hostages in a two-day operation. Long queues of vehicles have been forming at gas stations across Bolivia this week as citizens struggle to secure fuel amid severe shortage. Doctors say Pope Francis is showing signs of improvement. He prepares to mark 1 month in hospital on Friday. And we're heading for a short break. There's more coming up in Express News. Stay with us.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. Let's resume with the stories. A volcano in southwestern Guatemala erupted, creating a stunning display of lava erupting from its crater, prompting the evacuation of nearby communities. By Wednesday, the volcano had concluded its eruptive phase and resumes its typical activity, allowing a clear viewing of the crater. A 4.4 magnitude earthquake struck the area around Naples overnight, causing one light injury and some structural damage and triggering panic among several residents on Thursday. The National Disaster Mitigation Agency of Indonesian province of West Java has reported 5 people dead and 4 missing due to floods and landslides. The flood and landslides affected 12 villages, while 30 other villages in 22 districts were impacted by the landslides in Indonesia. At least 13 people were killed, 20 more injured when a bus crashed into a rock and veered off the road in Bolivia's western Potosi region due to landslide caused by heavy rains across the region. Dense fog blanketed Dindigul district of South Indian state of Tamil Nadu, severely lowering visibility, reducing minimum temperatures to about 22 degrees Celsius. Srinagar in India's Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir saw low-hanging clouds bringing light rain. India's Met Department predicted light rains in the city till 16th of March. A number of tourists thronged Jammu and Kashmir's Goldanda meadow to enjoy snow after the restoration of Badarba Basholi Pathankot National Highway. According to the IMD, rain is anticipated in North India, including Delhi NCR, and in parts of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Western Uttar Pradesh on Friday. In a heartwarming display of women's empowerment and traditional craftsmanship, women in Chhindwara are engaged in creating herbal gulal from natural ingredients like tesu, rose and turmeric. The Holi Abhinandan program celebrations have begun in India's northern city of Dehradun, marking the start of one of the most vibrant and joyous festivities. And revelers celebrate a flower Holi in Indian city of Ahmedabad. Experiencing unique and eco-friendly way, the city celebrates the festival of colors. A sweet shop in Indian city of Lucknow has made history by entering into India's Book of Records for making the world's largest gujia, weighing about 6 kg and measuring 25 inches ahead of the Holi festivities. Preparation work for Asia's most popular tulip garden is in full swing in Srinagar. This year, the garden will feature over 1.5 million tulip bulbs across 73 varieties. The Tulip Festival, which typically lasts about 15 days to a month, showcases the beauty of tulips carpeting the terrace slopes in an awe-inspiring display of colors and fragrances. The much-awaited Falguni Utsav has begun in the picturesque Kinnaur region of Himachal Pradesh, ushering in a vibrant celebration of spring, tradition and community. This deep annual festivities, deeply rooted in culture of the region, marks the start of the season with joyous festivities that bring together locals and visitors alike. A British man has set off on his latest challenge to run the length of New Zealand. 27-year-old adventurer Russ Cook found fame in 2024 when he ran the entire length of Africa. A brand new quick-thinking interactive humanoid robot has been unveiled in Shanghai, China. The Chinese interactive humanoid robot is catching attention for its wide range of performance capabilities, including riding bicycle and even carrying out delicate tasks such as using a needle and a thread. Buon Ma Thuot Coffee Festival kicked off in Vietnam. As part of the festival, Elephant Festival 2025 was organized, where 6 elephants participated in races, football and river crossing. Boki, a 3-year-old brown bear who underwent brain surgery in October last year, has woken up from hibernation in a healthy condition and is playing with toys. Boki has been suffering from seizures and was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, having excess fluid in the brain. In an innovative approach to healthcare, doctors in Switzerland are encouraging patients to engage in strolls through public gardens and visits to art and history exhibits for people dealing with mental health conditions like depression and chronic illnesses. Stranger Things star Sadie Sink has joined the cast of the highly anticipated Spider-Man 4 alongside Tom Holland. A movie reboot of Stephen King novel Cujo is in the making. Netflix has given a green light to the project, which will be produced by Roy Lee. The Parting Glances actor Steve Buscemi has joined the star-studded cast of Wild Horse 9, a Searchlight feature being directed by Martin McDonagh. Netflix has reportedly begun casting for its highly anticipated Chronicles of Narnia film, revealing that Daniel Craig has been offered a role in the upcoming adaptation. American filmmakers and brothers Anthony and Joe Russo, the directing team behind the Marvel's Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame, aim to transport audiences to an alternative timeline in their film The Electric State, which begins streaming on Netflix on Friday. Actor Alec Baldwin and his wife Hilaria, rapper 50 Cent and comedian Pete Davidson were among the celebrities walking the red carpet at the grand opening of the Planet Hollywood restaurant in New York. Warner Brothers invite guests for a one-day Superman-themed tour for its Burbank studio on April 18th for the celebration of Superman Day. Tyler Perry is all set to expand his show Beauty in Black, as the show has been renewed for season 2 on Netflix. Disney fans gathered in Segovia, Spain to celebrate the upcoming release of the live-action Snow White movie, sparking excitement in the historic city. The promotional event organized by Disney drew large crowds of both Disney enthusiasts and tourists eager to witness a magical connection between the beloved animated classic and Segovia's medieval charm. In sports, the Indian badminton team has been placed with Indonesia, Denmark and England in Group D of the 2025 Sudirman Cup, which will take place in April and May this year. Satvik Sairaj Radhika Reddy and Chirag Shetty defeated Denmark's Mads Vestergaard and Daniel Lundgaard 21-17, 21-15 to secure a spot in the men's doubles pre-quarterfinals. In women's doubles, Tressa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand advanced to the second round with a 21-17, 21-13 win over Sung Soo Hyun and Yuxian Hui. In women's singles, Malvika Basor lost against Japan's Akane Yamaguchi 16-21, 21-13 in the round of 16 match of the All England Open. Mumbai Indian face Gujarat Giants in the eliminator match of the Women's Premier League in Mumbai on Thursday for a spot in the finals. Veteran Bangladesh batter Mohammad Mahadullah retires from international cricket. He's played 50 tests, 239 ODIs and 141 T20 internationals. Former Australian spinner Stuart McGill was found guilty of involvement in a banned substance deal. He's played 44 tests, taking about 208 wickets. World number 3 Carlos Alcaraz has set up quarterfinal showdown with Francisco Cerundolo after beating Gregor Dimitrov in straight sets. Madison Keys secured a 15th straight victory by beating Donna Welkick 4-6, 7-6, 6-3. Keys has set up a meeting with Swiss wildcard Belinda Bencic in the quarters. Britain's Jack Draper delivered a masterclass to stun 2022 champion Taylor Fritz 7-5, 6-4 in the pre-quarterfinals of the Indian Wells. Belinda Bencic has upset world number 3 Coco Gauff 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 to reach the Indian Wells quarterfinals. Aston Villa cruised into the Champions League quarterfinals with a 3-0 win over Club Brugge. Villa now will face Paris Saint-Germain. Real Madrid reached the Champions League quarterfinals by beating Atletico Madrid 4-2 on the penalties. Real will face Arsenal now. Arsenal advanced to the Champions League quarterfinals with a 9-3 aggregate with over PSV Eindhoven. And Max Verstappen said that Red Bull were not the quickest at the moment ahead of the season-opening Australian Grand Prix, but warned it could change as the campaign progresses. And with that, we conclude this edition of Express News. Have a great evening. Namaskar.